What's going on, guys? I'm Steenee, here with my review on the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon anime episode. Episode 82, Dance Dance in Evolution. With that title now set though, get relaxed everybody, as I will now jump right into this episode review. So the episode begins off with Professor Kukui announcing that the class will be taking part in a PokéDance. Oh yes, I've been waiting for an episode where we can see all the classmates dance in a sort of prom way. Oh? We're not doing that? It's just a dance class? Oh. Well damn. I hope we can still get what I said in the future though. Anyway, after school, Mallow is walking down the market and Steenee is performing a hula dance, which the old lady at the market that we see in multiple episodes notices this and shows Mallow the overall dance, which then gives her the idea to use that dance for her PokéDance project. And Team Rocket eavesdropping nearby then decide that they want to capture the old lady's aura choreo due to having good dance moves, and seeming as she will be present at the PokéDance project too. As she stated back to Mallow, Team Rocket also decided to come up with a plan to capture the classmates' Pokemon. You know, that sort of cliche stuff. The next day we then see the classmates practicing dances with their Pokemon, which got stretched out for a few minutes. So let's move on to the final day, which was the PokéDance project. We firstly get to see a dance demonstration from the old lady, which was very nice to see her get a focus, and then we move on to the classmates' dances, which surprisingly, they were fun to watch, especially Lily's. I got huge contest vibes from her as she was making snowy ice skates on ice, which just reminded me of Dawn's Baneri using Ice Beam to do all sorts of fun stuff for contests. And you know, it was just sweet to see this. Many people actually started to believe that Lily will become a performer too though, and I don't think so, and I hope not, seeing as we've gotten so many performing girls already. I'd love for her to do something else, and I'm sure that will be the case. But for sure, the more we see Lily do so excellent in all sorts of activities, the more I wonder what her goal will be. I cannot wait for the day where we find out, and I know I'm gonna love it. But before we move on to the other classmates' dances, I have one other very important thing to say about this scene, which is... Lily is cute. Like I said, I gotta say it for every review. Damn though, I wonder how many times I've said it on this channel so far. Anyway, the other classmates' dances were very fun to watch too, such as Lana making her sisters go inside bubbles, and Kiawe performing a Willow volcano dance, which fits his character so well and included decent comedy. But before Ash could do his PokéDance, which we never got to saw, which is a disappointing factor for this episode. Anyway, Team Rocket interrupt and managed to capture the humans and classmates' Pokemon, which was very cleverly planned, I'll admit Team Rocket. However, because Steenee got so into dancing, she didn't get captured, but when she realizes her friends got captured, she tries her best to break them free, but failed multiple times. So Meowth revealed there's a weak point at the top of the cage because plot convenience, and Steenee then goes to try and break that, which she then learns Stomp and evolves into a magical girl, aka Tsareena. Oh, Tsareena to Alola confirmed! You know I had to make that joke. Anyway, because she evolved, she then fully managed to break the weak points and set her friends free, and then go on to wreck Meowth, which was pretty funny. Although Team Rocket, why the hell did you not battle using your Pokemon? That's another disappointment and weird factor for this episode. Anyway, of course Beware comes, and the episode pretty much finishes off with everybody admiring Tsareena. So, with that story now said though, let's now move on to my overall thoughts regarding this episode. It was just an alright episode, and this is the first time I felt this way regarding the Sun and Moon episode for quite a while, as all the other episodes recently for me were just either good or great, so that's a shame. But hey, something like this is always bound to happen at some point. AKA you get good episodes, then you get ones, and then it moves back to the good ones. It's hard to keep a constant good quality. Don't get me wrong, this episode definitely had moments that shine, so I wouldn't say it's a bad episode at all. And of course the main focus of this episode was to make sure Steenee evolves into Tsareena, which that scene was definitely one of the moments that shine due to the stunning evolution animation and how badass Tsareena acted. I actually laughed pretty hard when seeing this scene. We're gonna get so much lovely leg action from this Pokemon. And overall, I'm actually glad that Steenee has evolved, as I have been quite interested to see what new stuff Mallow and her can do together, now that it's evolved. And I just adore Tsarena's design and aesthetic, which by aesthetic, I mean using those legs. And no, I swear to God I don't have a fetish over those legs. Anyway, Not gonna lie, that scene, despite being great like I stated, is what saved the majority of the episode for me, as the rest of the episode just had me feeling bored, or if I did like something, it doesn't really matter when it comes to the rating, as it wasn't that great to make the rating go higher. This other good stuff I'm talking about is the comedy, giving the old lady some more character, and finally some of the dances the classmates came up with. Firstly, for the comedy, it was well done in this episode. I was actually laughing at multiple scenes. From Meow's full break when finding out the old lady's name, for some reason the slapstick they used on Kiori and Marak, Team Rocket's kind of musical, that was just phenomenal, good to see them cross-dressing again too, huge nostalgia, and finally, just how dumb Meow got towards the end of the episode to give Steenee the upper hand of rescuing her friends. But let's now move on to the old lady's focus. Yeah, it was just lovely to see her get more character added to her, as she was just usually a woman who would give Ash and his friends Pokemon food, and just basically pamper Ash's Torracat. Plus the thing the writers added to her, aka being a dancer, is just a sweet concept for her too, and worked well with the story. And that's pretty much it, as I talked about the classmates' dances during the storytelling section. But overall, when I look at the entire episode, it was such a generic episode story-wise. In fact, this is the second time Steenee evolved against Team Rocket. Yes, I know many Pokemon have evolved against in the battle against Team Rocket, but you know, it could have been done another way, which I'm sure would have been more entertaining too. Very predictable episode when thinking about it more too, and again, it's another sour, somewhat Mallow episode. That sucks. I'm struggling what else to say for this episode story-wise, so let's just end it off by saying that it's just overall generic, but it does have small moments which I like. But only really one scene made this episode stand out, which was the evolution, the savior for this episode. With that said though, let's finally talk about the animation and music aspects. Firstly, for the animation, it looked good throughout the whole episode, but my favourite highlights would have to be Steenee's evolution. It was just so beautiful. And finally, the whole car transformation scene with Togedemaru and Chargebug was also fairly cool to witness. As for the music aspects, once again it was good throughout the whole thing, but my favourite highlights would have to be the Steenee Lily theme. I love all four of the themes so much. The evolution music was good too. And finally, if you allow me to count this, Team Rocket singing. With everything I've said in this video though, I've decided to give this episode a rating of 5 out of 10. Just trust me when I say that I don't hate this episode. It is worth a watch if you want to kill time, and it did have those small highlights which you guys might enjoy too. If you did watch this episode though, then let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it. I love to hear. And that basically concludes it for this review though. So, if you did enjoy this review, then be sure to consider leaving a like and a subscribe for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad, Pokemon anime fans and fans of my content. In fact, thank you for all of you who left lovely comments on Thursday. I surprisingly got a lot, and it's really motivating. And hey, here's today's subscriber shoutout to Animation World. You didn't ask for a subscriber shoutout, but because you're a loyal viewer, I'm going to give you one anyway. Thank you. Anyway, that does it for this video. So, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.